Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WWE World Cup Tournament! This is the first of 8 weeks of this 32-man single elimination tournament featuring superstars from various different brands and various different countries to find out who is the best in the world and who will receive a title shot of their respective brand after all this is said and done.
Making his way to the ring, representing Axiom from Madrid, Spain, weighing in at 154 pounds, Axiom.
Tonight we kick things off with Axiom representing Spain. I want to thank you all for joining us here at the WWE World Cup, just like in real life with the FIFA one going on. I decided, why the hell not? KO Productions is getting one of their own. The WWE World Cup Tournament, the winner, of course, getting an opportunity at their brand's top championship. Welcome to the series, folks. This is WWE 2K26 Universe Mode, episode 57. We're live at the WWE World Cup Tournament. I'm Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to KO Productions and welcome to the World Cup and welcome the Bruiserweight.
Weighing in at 205 pounds, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
So the first matchup tonight is Axiom from Spain taking on Pete Dunne representing England. 4 matches on each show, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first 4 tournament matches in the WWE World Cup Tournament. Thank you all for joining us. This is a prestigious event that's going to be replacing WWE Dark for the next 8 weeks. And this is going to be a great way to kick us off. Axiom of NXT featuring, representing Axiom, taking on former Intercontinental Champion for Monday Night Raw, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, representing New Tax Republic. Let's not waste any more time and get right out of this one. As the WWE World Cup officially is underway. Here we go, man. Let's get to work. Every matchup in this tournament will have a 15-minute time limit. As the bell has been rung, it is Raw official Eddie Orango has signed the threes for this one. Dunne and Axiom one-on-one in this one. Oh, well, we can't wait for this contest. It's going to be good. What a way to kick us off. Show of sportsmanship here, accepted by Axiom. You cannot see matches like this just on regular scheduled shows such as Raw or NXT or even a SmackDown. This is what the WWE World Cup Tournament's all about. 15-minute time limit as well. If it goes to a draw, both men will be a part of the second round match, making that a triple threat match. So that is a very interesting detail to point out. Every single match will be having a 15-minute time limit. Right now, it's into some incredible chain wrestling offense from Dunne and Axiom here from 2 incredibly gifted technical wrestlers. You normally say a lot about Axiom's high-flying ability, but some tend to forget that he is an incredible technical performer. That European style, which Pete Dunne also implements very well, is Axiom now going to Irish whip Dunne into the corner and dropping him with a knee. Axiom of NXT, Dunne for Monday Night Raw, a great way to kick us off at the WWE World Cup Tournament. We stop this time here from Axiom on the Bruiserweight to kick us off. Well, come tonight we have Scotland's Joe Hendry competing in the main event. He takes on Puerto Rico's Logan Paul. Cover, kick out. Pete Dunne off that schoolboy from Axiom. That'll be a great main event to come up tonight, but what a great way to kick us off. Dunne for Raw, Axiom for NXT. Axiom not held any gold here in the WWE. We'll see how far he can get in this 32-man tournament. As Axiom and the wrist lock. Axiom getting out of it, and there's that agility and high-flying ability we talked about from one half of Axiom. Axiom this past week in NXT Battleground, this past weekend on the Saturday, he challenged the young OG Javon Evans for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship, but he was not alone. It was an open challenge match, but it was accepted by both Axiom and his tag partner Nathan Frazier, who had already had an opportunity at the NXT Cruiserweight Championship against Javon Evans, but lost a number of weeks prior. And Axiom took the pin on that one, wasn't very happy, but let's see if he can bounce back and win this one here tonight against the Bruiserweight. Pete Dunne, Eddie Orango looking in closely. It's 3 minutes almost gone. And this WWE World Cup Tournament first round matchup, the first of many done now. Whipping him off and Pete Dunne pop up out of the headbutt on Axiom. That's what Pete Dunne does best here, the grounded work here on Dunne, a former SD champ trying to get up to doing some more. Imagine he won the entire thing as Pete Dunne. He get an opportunity at the WWE Championship currently held by Daniel Bryan, but it all could change by the time the WWE World Cup is all said and done. It's an 8-week tournament. In 8 weeks' time, Daniel Bryan might not be the WWE Champion. Right now it's done. Going to work. Oh, elbowed away by Axiom that time. And Axiom now running in. Hurricane Rana here. As the 3 minutes now have elapsed. And Axiom Arabian press moonsault into the cover. Look at the leg, shoulders down to advance in that tournament. And your Ringo right there and a kick out by the Bruiserweight at one. Now a standing shooting star press. Cover again. And another near fall. It's another 1 count. And another shooting star this time done. Getting his knees up, not allowing that. Pete Dunne, big shot to the back of the head and out up, all underhook, fisherman suplex, bridging it, and a penny predicament on Axiom, the 2 getting a kick out. Who's going to advance to the Spain versus England tonight? Who is going to advance? This is the first round matchup, Dunne and Axiom. Going to have an absolute clinic tonight. What's Pete Dunne thinking? He got the arm of his opponent Axiom and a wrenching away at the fingers, and that's the joint manipulation that Pete Dunne loves to implement in his matches. Very successful last season, former Intercontinental Champion as we mentioned. Let's see if we can get some more gold, maybe courtesy of winning this tournament. But right now it's Axiom, clotheslines him to the outside, and Axiom potentially looking to fly here, and no, he missed the mark, overshooting it, the tope. Crossbody was nowhere to be home. And that's Pete Dunne. Oh, went for that step up inside. Gary Axiom catching him with a big forearm smash. Now Axiom, what the hell is he thinking here? On the apron. We don't want to count out your first match of the WWE World Cup tournament as we come to you from WWE Live. It's right now. Axiom. Asai moonsault all the way from the top rope. Will Axiom get the count out win? India Ringo now at a count of 6. But it's Axiom with a toe big, gets that crossbody at the count of 7. And Axiom wiping out the Bruiserweight. Oh, what a way to kick us off. Axiom sending the Bruiserweight out of the ring, heading up to the tippy top rope, potentially looking to fly here as we are 5 minutes down off of this matchup. Axiom, top rope, there's that counter crossbody in the corner. Cover, the twisting crossbody, the 2 to kick out. Spain's Axiom not going to advance just yet in the tournament, but Axiom moonsault picture perfect in the midsection. Dunne though right to his feet and Pete Dunne with a monkey flip on Axiom. Well done now. Picking Axiom up to his feet, the kick to the midsection, the Bruiserweight. Oh goodness, set out powerbomb. Dunne, cover, shoulders down, scoring to England to advance now. Pete Dunne, Axiom. What a prestigious honor these two men are getting to kick things off in the WWE World Cup tournament. Not only that, but to represent their country that they love very much and care dearly about. But right now it's Axiom sitting Pete Dunne on the tippy top rope, and what the hell is one half of Axiom got a made here? Avalanche Spanish fly off the top! Unbelievable the cover. Axiom for the win here. Will NXT's Axiom advance for Spain? No, not yet. Kick out by Pete Dunne. An incredible Spanish fly from Axiom. Well, this won't go the entire time limit. If it does, it will be a time limit drawn, resulting both men competing in a triple threat match in the next round, which will be the round of 16. But it's Axiom who falls in a heap. Went to fly there, Pete Dunne. Able to stop him, and strikes and down with that inside, going right at the top of the head, and an elbow drop as he ran, and jumped in on Axiom, looking for a submission now. Oh god, Dunne got Axiom, and all signs of danger here. Triangle, heading on triangle, submission, all signs then 10 on Axiom. Is Axiom going to give in here? Is he out of it? If he does, England's Pete Dunne will advance in the WWE World Cup tournament. But right now it's Axiom fighting out of it, and look at that shot, and dropping Dunne right on his head. Biting out of that onslaught. Man, oh man, and then it's Axiom, oh, the golden ratio! Out of the cover! Holy! Hook in the leg, there's 2! No, the kick out by Pete Dunne! Golden ratio out of nowhere, almost allowing Axiom to advance to the next round. And the WWE World Cup tournament coming up short there with that running elbow strike. Axiom missing that knee, and Pete Dunne gonna catch him with a big boot to the temple. And the Bruiserweight picking up Axiom. Big shots now on Axiom on the side. Oh, suplex. Now what's the Bruiserweight thinking? Pete Dunne just dominating him. Axiom no fighting back. And now here comes Dunne and Axiom. Back and forth action on a best shot. And now Axiom smacking him in the face, and here we go. These two going back and forth action. Slugfest tonight in the WWE World Cup Tournament. Back and forth they go. Shot for shot. Blow for blow. Both men giving it their absolute all tonight. 8 minutes have passed. And this first round matchup of the WWE World Cup Tournament of your 15-minute time limit. Back and forth they go. Shot for shot, blow for blow. Who's going to get the upper hand? Axiom of Spain. Pete Dunne of England. Absolutely going for it. And look at this. Big clobbered by both superstars as Pete Dunne gets the upper hand of it. And then a Bruiserweight picking up Axiom. Dropping him with the X-Plex. Cover. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down to advance. There's two. No, Axiom kicking out. Oh, what a fight tonight. This is a great way to kick things off in the WWE World Cup Tournament. Pete Dunne though gets dropped. And Axiom with an elbow. Axiom going to turn all this around here. The time limit is coming closer to ending by the minute. And right now Axiom going to send Pete Dunne against the ropes. Oh God, we saw this at NXT Battleground. And we'll see it again. The DDT. Axiom. Make that cover, kid. Pick the legs, shoulders down to advance for Spain. 2. No. Axiom, the only Spanish competitor in this tournament, where Pete Dunne has 2 other English counterparts competing in the WWE World Cup Tournament. Axiom now out of the corner, and Axiom looking for that golden ratio drop kick. Here goes Axiom now. We're going to put him away. No! Missing the mark. Axiom want to make his moment count, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't want to just participate. He wants to win it, but done with a bitter end. Nicely done by the former IC champ. The cover the 2. No, kick out by Axiom. Oh, man. Oh, well, what a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Now Pete Dunne. Oh, wait, Axiom again. Well done of England. Advance here. Here he goes. Oh, goodness. Gonna drop him as 10 minutes have passed. Better in. Spike them in his head. The cover. The 2 count. And Pete Dunne of England advances in the next round of the WWE World Cup Tournament. Well, that was actually needed, folks, because Pete Dunne not yet picked up a victory this series. This is his first win of the season. And he is going to be moving on to the second round representing England in the WWE World Cup Tournament. Congratulations going out to the Bruiserweight, where, as we mentioned earlier on, coming up in your main event later on, it's Scotland's Joe Hendry, it's Puerto Rico's Logan Paul. A big time matchup in your main event later on tonight. But coming up next, we've got more action in the WWE World Cup Tournament. Mexico's Dragon Lee battles Nigeria's Obafemi, and probably the favourite to win the entire tournament. It's up next, the WWE World Cup Tournament. We're back live in the WWE World Cup Tournament in the WWE Live Arena. As there you see, representing Mexico, former NXT Cruiserweight Champion Dragon Lee. But Dragon Lee, he might not have his mind fully focused on this tournament, because it was just last week on NXT where he and Santos Escobar, both members of the LWO, competed against one another in a friendly competition to see who would get the final spot in the NXT Jackpot Ladder match at NXT Battleground, competing in the men's match. Well, Santos got the win on that one, and after the match he attacked his tag team partner on the outside of the ring, laying out with another Phantom Driver and turning his back on his tag partner after already beating him. Dragon Lee not happy about that, wants to inflict revenge on Santos Escobar, but right now he has got a whole different problem to worry about, that being a big bad Nigerian problem right here in the WWE World Cup Tournament, because here comes the ruler, here comes the destroyer, here comes the bringer of war, here comes Obafemi!
From Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at
I'll tell you, man, Obafemi, one of my favourites this series, really came into his own in the crowd. Absolutely adore this man, chanting his name everywhere he goes. Well, it's Obafemi. He was a part of the NXT Jackpot ladder match this past Saturday night at NXT Battleground. A lot of people, including myself, thought he was going to win that thing. Had one hell of a performance, but it was all ego. Ethan Page, who snatched the contract and even snatched the NXT title at the end of the night by cashing in on new champion Ilya Dragunov after Dragunov had just beaten Austin Theory to become champion moments prior. Well, nonetheless, and it's going to be a banger tonight. It's Oba, it's Dragon Lee. First time ever, Dragon Lee certainly got his work cut out for him, but Obafemi, he might not be 100% after the beating he took. Alongside everybody in that matchup at Battleground, the NXT Jackpot ladder match, of course. Nonetheless, here we go. Matchup on our way. Bell has been run by NXT official Chip Danning, who's assigned the duties for this one at the WWE World Cup Tournament. 15-minute time limit on once again. Here we go. Lee and Femi colliding here. What a great replacement this is for WWE Dark. Gives a lot more star power to the matches here in the first round of the WWE World Cup Tournament. I can't reveal the winner of this match. We'll go on to the second round to face the winner of tonight's main event between Joe Hendry of Scotland and Logan Paul of Puerto Rico. But right now it's Mexico's Dragon Lee battling Nigeria's Obafemi. And Femi now rear chinlock here on Dragon Lee. Right, Lee up, going after the arm now, arm wringer on the former Cruiserweight champion. Didn't get any defences of that Cruiserweight title after he lost it on the first episode of NXT, in the first match of NXT against the young OG, Javon Evans. Right now it's over into a hammerlock here on Dragon. Dragon now really trying to fight through the offense, right through the power of Obafemi. Lee's going to use his speed and agility to try and conquer Obafemi here in this one. There's that side headlock once again by Dragon Lee. Obafemi turns it around and look at Oba after the wrist now and the top wrist lock of Dragon Lee, but Lee turns it back around. Hammerlock now is Chip Danning, the NXT referee, looks on. Both these superstars are representing NXT, so it's only fitting an NXT official oversees the action with these two men. We've got a lot of dual branded matches coming up in this tournament, including the next two coming up tonight. Live on the WWE World Cup Tournament, first week of 8. You don't want to miss any 8 of these incredible weeks, as right now it's Obafemi stomping away at the midsection of Dragon Lee. Oh man, and Obafemi gonna absolutely launch Dragon Lee around the ring on authority. Femi just too powerful. Too crazy. Back into a lockup. Who's going to get the upper hand? Another lockup. Obafemi just overpowering Dragon. Near him in the midsection of a European uppercut. Is this matchup continuing? 2 minutes have passed. Almost 3. In this tournament matchup. Oba running right through him like a freight train in the corner there in the WWE World Cup Tournament here at WWE Live. As Femi. An elbow drop moving out the way that time. And Dragon running in with a Hurricane Runner. Dragon Lee on the apron here. Lee's trying to stop him and distracts him well. Lee trying to grab Obafemi. Femi now out of bounds. Now Dragon Lee grabbing him. What the hell is Lee thinking? Oh my god, we're going to power a suplex to the floor. Off the apron by Dragon Lee on Obafemi. Well, that was a thing of beauty, and now it's Dragon in the apron and a knee corner. Back first against the barricade went over. Dragon Lee is clearly now doing his thing. Using that speed, using that agility to conquer the behemoth Obafemi. Super kick on the floor, pick him up and send him back into the squared circle now. Dragon Lee top rope very low. To his feet, gonna stop him in his tracks. Dragon though, Hurricane right into a penny predicament. Shoulders down, Chip Danning there, 1 count only, kick out by Obafemi. The elbow drop though by Dragon Lee, staying on the course, keeping his foot on the gas pedal, standing shooting star press cover, kick out immediately before Chip Danning, the official, can even get his hand on the mat to begin that count. Super kick by Lee and missing that shooting star, knees up by the ruler. Obafemi and Femi release German suplex. Holy hell. And now it's Obafemi stomping away now. in the midsection of Dragon Lee. And Femi now trying to slow down the pace of this one. What better way to do it than the best move in all of professional wrestling, the neck crank. Oba doing his thing to perfection here. And they're going to pick up Dragon Lee again and now send them into the corner. Oh, Lee's just absolutely getting manhandled here. Look at Oba Femi. Gorilla press at the corner, a press slam. Face first went Lee. Femi's into the cover. Femi to advance into the next round of the tournament. The 2 count, a kicked out by Dragon Lee. Chip Danning was right there to see it. Big boot avoided by Dragon Lee. And Lee, poison runner! Spiking over on the top of his damn head. Incredible for Lee. Is Dragon Lee going to be able to capitalise after that though? Dragon Lee, the pick up, the kick to the midsection. Oh God, Mexican Destroyer by Dragon folding Femi like an accordion into the cover. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down to advance into the next round of the tournament and a kicked out by Oba. It's 5 minutes have now passed in this WWE World Cup Tournament first round matchup. Dragon Lee, middle rope, oh missing the mark. Oba Femi out of the arms way and there's Femi with a bulldog. There's Femi on his dominating ways. Here comes Oba, big ending, and that could be the big ending of Lee's hopes in this tournament. Cover, the 2 count, and a kick out by Dragon. As I mentioned, Dragon Lee, he might not be fully focused against Oba, but he needs to turn all of his attention onto Femi. He can't be thinking about the betrayal of Santos Escobar, even though it still haunts Dragon Lee. The counter that time from Dragon Lee, the clothesline sends him to the floor that time. I think Oba was looking for the fall from grace powerbomb. Lee able to have it, see it coming, and now Dragon Lee sending over to the floor, and now Lee for out of steam. Tope Suicida by the former cruiserweight champion of the world. Dragon Lee's on fire. Femi right now in trouble. Lee doing his thing, holding his own against Oba Femi. He will be joining Pete on the next round of the WWE World Cup Tournament. Could it be Dragon Lee? Or will it be Oba Femi? Got a hurricane running there by Dragon. One going into the ring. One already into the ring. Dragon Lee's on fire, man. On fuego. He's bringing that fire. And there's Lee. Once again, the Hurricane Rana. We saw AJ Lee and Keith Lee both compete this week on Monday Night Raw. Dragon Lee now competing this week as well. Both Keith and AJ all lost their matches. Can Dragon Lee break the curse of the Lees and get a win tonight and advance into the next round of the World Cup Tournament? It's going to be a tough task as Oba Femi caught him there. Backbreaker on the outside of the ring after Dragon Lee was trying to jump on him from the apron. Oba now. Back to dominating here and now. Oba Femi clubbing, blown to the back and an elbow drop avoided though by Dragon Lee. And a Lee caught him, Hurricane Rana again. Dragon Lee loving that running Rana this time. And now it's Dragon Lee off the ropes on Femi and caught him with that knee strike. Bam, right on the jaw. Oh goodness. This is history now. Dragon Lee in the corner, Operation Dragon, he got it! He got the cover for the upset. No, the foot underneath the bottom rope from Oba Femi. Good call from the official, Dragon Lee. Man, I needed to move him away there. Didn't have all that ring awareness he needed. All that air instinct he needed, but Dragon top rope. There's the splash, there's the 2 and a kick out by Oba Femi. Man, oh man. Big splash, Oba gonna take a lot more to keep him down than that. Dragon Lee back to the top. High rate district, high risk, high reward. It won't pay off though. Is Oba gonna drop him that time? Big overhand shot, big right hand, big overhand, big smack, and Oba Femi is absolutely dominating him. But Dragon Lee the count on the super kick. Here's Lee, elbow drop again. Oba Femi now in trouble. Now it's Dragon Lee. Heading to the top rope. Double foot stop by Dragon. And Dragon may do it. He's putting on a shift today against Femi. Here's the cover. There's 2. And Dragon Lee almost beating Oba Femi. But again, it's Femi surviving it. Then it's Dragon Lee picking him up. Though this kick up, see the top of the head by Oba Femi. And then Femi runs in. Oh, God. Femi gonna launch Dragon Lee. And wow. That is all over. Count your days, Dragon. Here's cover 2 count. Oh no, grabbing the bottom rope. This time it's Lee. Well, now it's great ring awareness out of Dragon Lee. It's great ring awareness and veteran instinct out of the former Cruiserweight champion. They kick there by Dragon, and Dragon they caught him! Cut through! Big-headed blade in the face! Two get up the elbows, Dragon over Femi survives again! Dragon, that was a stunning, impactful shot, but this one's still rolling on tonight. Live in the WWE World Cup Tournament in the first round, Dragon Lee against the ropes with Obafemi sliding through the legs, Hurricane Rana! This is the man that Rey Mysterio pegged to be the future of Lucha Libre. He is certainly putting on a clinic tonight against one of the many future stars that we have here in the WWE, especially in the development of system of NXT. And there's Dragon. Big shots, counter, back and forth go both these superstars. Dragon Lee now penalty kick after the snapmare on Obafemi. And Dragon Lee in control off the ropes. Oh, with that Rana again it seems. But out of bounds. Oh, but this time able to get us. 10 minutes have passed and this one Obafemi knees up. Knees up by Oba. Off that shooting star. And now it's Femi grabbing him here in this one. Already longer now than Pete Dunne and Axiom. And this one ended around about this time in your opening contest tonight, but it's Obafemi back in Dragon Lee into the corner. Will this one go to a draw? Will it be a triple threat in the next round? With the winner of your main event taking on both these men, it could be, but Femi just choke slammed them down from the canvas, or from the corner rather, and a Femi with a fall from Grace, and the crowd chants, "This is awesome." Well, I think it's over. The cover as he plants him in the centre of the ring for the 2 and the 3. Lee's not getting his shoulders up from that. Obafemi advances in the tournament.
Here is your winner, Obafemi.
Congratulations, Obafemi. He's moving on, and he could be a real favourite to win the entire thing. Gonna have to stick around for the next 8 weeks to see who goes on all the way to the finals, but congratulations, Oba. He's joining Pete Dunne in the round of 16 of the WWE World Cup Tournament. But up next, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to your main event, it's time for Netherlands and Italy to be represented. Aleister Black representing the Netherlands. Tony D'Angelo representing Italy. It's next live in the first round of the WWE World Cup Tournament. A big inter-promotional matchup here tonight, featuring SmackDown star Aleister Black and NXT star Tony D'Angelo. This man, a former Money in the Bank winner. Won it at the first WrestleMania in the 2K24 Universe Mode Series. That Money in the Bank contract led him to become World Heavyweight Champion, where he cashed it in against Samoa Joe, his first rival of the 2K24 Universe Mode Series, coming back full circle and haunting Joe and biting him in the ass, ending Joe's 364-day reign at Survivor Series last season. When Black cashed in, he went on to have a 118-day reign as World Heavyweight Champion, where he defeated the likes of LA Knight, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and even The Undertaker to hang on to that championship until he lost it to Bobby Roode, the Glorious One, at No Way Out in Perth, Australia last year, before WrestleMania. And then WrestleMania came around, he had a rematch with The Undertaker, where Taker defeated Black. And ever since been drafted to SmackDown this series, he's kind of felt like he's a little bit lost in the shuffle. Let's see if he can bounce back and maybe get a huge win in this entire tournament, or at least in the first round. He competes representing the Netherlands against Italy's Tony D'Angelo next. We're back live at the WWE World Cup Tournament as here comes the opponent for the Dutch Destroyer, the Demon of Darkness, Aleister Black. It's NXT's Don Tony D'Angelo. It'll be a fun one then. Tony D'Angelo and Aleister Black, very different styles. NXT's Tony D only had 2 matches this series and lost both of them. Aleister Black, I believe, has had 4 matches this series. I believe he is 2-2. Let's see if Black can go to 3-2. Get a huge victory over Tony D and advance in the next round of the World Cup Tournament. Remember, the winner of the entire World Cup Tournament gets a guaranteed opportunity at their brand's top championship whenever the WWE World Cup is done. Could be a SummerSlam jobby, could be after SummerSlam, could be before SummerSlam, could be an NXT Great American Bash jobby. Of course, that coming up before SummerSlam, the night before it. As Bad Blood on next PLE. SummerSlam will be the one after it, and of course NXT gets their special event the night before. The 2-night extravaganza SummerSlam this year. Well, here we go now. 50-minute time limit once again. It's SmackDown official assigned the duties for this one. Mr. Ryan Tran, cover black, and a schoolboy kick out by D'Angelo now. And a pinning predicament of his own here. One and black now. Bridging through in the backslide. Pinning predicament now on Tony D. And your penultimate match tonight in the WWE World Cup Tournament kick out by D'Angelo. Alistair Black, Tony D, back into a lock-up here. Who's going to get the upper hand? Got another shake of the hands, another show of sportsmanship. Seems to be a lot of that tonight at the WWE World Cup Tournament. England's Pete Dunne already advanced into the round of 16, as well as Nigeria's Obafemi, who will join them. Will it be Netherlands' Alistair Black, representing, of course, Netherlands and SmackDown, or will it be NXT's Tony D'Angelo representing Italy? Tony D, clothesline and Black down. D'Angelo, big right hand, big forearm there. Another big shot, no counter by the former world champion Black, trying to get to winning ways. And Black with a corner, and that might be throwing shades. And a long-time rival of Alistair Black, the Viper Randy Orton, who he defeated last year at SummerSlam in the 2K24 Universe Mode Series. It ended up losing to him on the SmackDown after Backlash in this series, which allowed Alistair Black to get an opportunity, which allowed Randy Orton to get an opportunity at the WWE Undisputed Championship in the main event of Clash in Paris, and a fatal four-way match, also including CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and the champ at the time, and the winner, Braun Breaker, as Black to pick on, heel on the outside, wiping out Tony D'Angelo. D'Angelo being rocked here. There's Alistair Black now on the apron. 2 minutes have passed, and that's penultimate matchup tonight is Black now. Asahi moonsault from the middle rope to the floor, taking out Tony D'Angelo. Oh man. Now it's Alistair Black gonna send them back in, looking to join the fray. Huge main event tonight. Scotland's Logan Paul, or Scotland's Joe Hendry. I don't think Logan Paul's from Scotland. I ain't taking him. Nonetheless, Scotland's Joe Hendry. Puerto Rico's Logan Paul still to come tonight. Meteora from Alistair Black off the top rope, the cover, the hook of the leg, the shoulder down to advance to make this one a short one now. Kick out by D'Angelo, got a little bit more fight than that does Tony D. and Black. You can see how pissed off he is getting. Big knee, right to the back, perfectly placed by Alistair Black. And Black now running in, jumping up right to the top, and a moonsault right to the lower back of Tony D'Angelo. Then he moving out the way. D'Angelo, chop block, didn't get all of that shot though. Big shot though, blocked by Tony D'Angelo. There's D'Angelo picking him up, and a belly throw. God thanks. Now dropping the head, time and time again of Alistair Black. And that's WWE World Cup Tournament. Thank you all for joining us tonight. A very prestigious tournament. I hope to maybe make this a yearly thing. Maybe just do like a random tournament outside the confines of Universe Mode to mix things up during this time of the season. But right now it's Black jumping Meteora again, and he moonsault no knees off by Tony D'Angelo. And then D'Angelo with a spear. Oh, bone crushing spear D'Angelo. Cover, hook of the leg, shoulders down for the upset. One count kick out by Alistair Black, and I cannot continue to begin to explain how big of an upset it would be for Tony D'Angelo to defeat a former world heavyweight champion, a man of the caliber of Alistair Black. 4 minutes gone by here in this matchup. The first round of the WWE World Cup Tournament. They fetch shot, big spinning knee straight by Alistair Black. Oh, and this could be all she wrote for Tony D. Black out of the corner now, and Black now with a knee from down. Cut him right in the jaw. Into the cover. Look at the leg. Shoulders down. Black for victory. Scoring two. D'Angelo kicking out. Oh, and Alistair Black cannot believe his eyes, man. Black now. Oh, God. Top rope. Black. No, knees up. Knees up by D'Angelo. And here's D'Angelo with another spear. Another spear on Black. And now Alistair Black getting caught. Tony D trapping the leg. Exploder. Both men are down. Even D'Angelo taking himself out, and Alistair Black rolling to the outside of the ring, trying to catch a breather on the floor now. Last time we saw Alistair Black, he competed in a triple threat Money in the Bank qualifying matchup against Solo Sikoa, and the eventual winner of the matchup and the Money in the Bank contract this past Sunday night, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Last match Tony D'Angelo had was a fatal 4-way on WWE Dark a couple of weeks ago. Competing against the late Alexis King, Grayson Waller, and the winner of that match, Joe Hendry, who competes in tonight's main event tonight. The WWE World Cup Tournament is the second time Black over the top that time. 5.5 minutes gone by. As Aleister Black told Bacon healing his way through. Tony D'Angelo, already seen him do that earlier on. Now it's Black. Oh, went for that halo. Not able to get it, but Tony's still on the canvas. And Aleister Black can still take advantage. No, not yet. The big knee, moving it away. And it was Tony D'Angelo. Northern Lights. Suplex. Not going for the cover, though. Oh, now he is. Ended a pin there. Don't know why he didn't do a bridging cover. Nonetheless, Tony D for the upset. A 2 and a kick out. Shoulder up in the nick of time. That time by Aleister Black. Big overhand shot by Tony D'Angelo. Another one connecting. Finds its mark and Tony D up and down. Slam dunk spine buster. The pin for the upset. The 2 and a kick out. Black stays in it once more. What a fight. What a great start to the WWE World Cup Tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Aleister Black, knees up, oh, went for Black Mass. He hit him with a jawbreaker and went for Black Mass, but Tony D'Angelo able to catch the boot. Oh, he caught the leg of the Dutch Destroyer. And a Tony D of Italy trying to advance here in the WWE World Cup Tournament, trying to get into the round of 16. Oh man, forearm connecting Aleister Black. Oh! What an incredible vertical suplex. Both men are down. Crucial part of the match tonight in this WWE World Cup Tournament battle. Aleister Black off the ropes, getting ahead of Stephen Black. What a knee! Oh man, caught him right upside the jaw. The basic knee, the cover on D'Angelo, the 2 count from Ryan Tram, the official, the kick out somehow by Tony D'Angelo. Well, this one continuing to rage on, ladies and gentlemen. As D'Angelo knee and Black right at the top of the head, sends out of the corner, a European uppercut now by D'Angelo. Tony D, and a spine buster! Spine on the pin for the upset, the cover, the 2, Tony, oh, kick out by Black. Tony almost advancing for Italy. But picks up Aleister Black yet again. Forearm block. Black now. Inside cradle here. Small package for the win. Scoring 2. And a kick out. Went for the small package win just to steal a victory there. Just to get the win and know he is advancing to the round of 16. This has been a lot more tougher than it seems. For Aleister Black to knock off Tony D. And look at this. Tony D'Angelo overhead. Belly to the floor. Sends Black out to the ring, hitting hard, and this is a war, man. Tony D is bringing it against a former World Heavyweight Champion. That says a lot about the NXT superstar from Italy. And after Black clotheslines him back to the floor. Oh, really? And Black slingshot splash on Tony. He was down on the canvas. This has to be it. Aleister Black picking him up, put him back in and put him away. Aleister, oh no, don't take the chopper, Black. Don't pick on Hilo. Sends him out and sends D'Angelo down in a heap. And now Aleister Black. At what point is he just playing with his food now? Top rope. Tony D. Trying to get to his feet. The Black's had him moving out of the way with D'Angelo. D'Angelo, big shot to the mark this time. And now Tony D picks him up for the upset. Forget about it. Come on! Hook in the leg, shoulders down, 2, no! A kick out by Aleister Black. How is he still in this? What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's Tony D'Angelo. Setting up Black, looking to put him away. Went for that spine buster again. Black catching him upside the top of the head multiple times now. Big right hand to the Black Mass. 9.5 minutes go by. Black covers to win it. To advance for Netherlands. Scoring 2. He got him. Aleister Black moves on in the World Cup Tournament.
Here is your winner, Aleister Black.
What was that sudden shot? That Black Mass out of nowhere. That knockout blow, which secures Aleister Black a well-needed win in the WWE World Cup Tournament. He now joins Pete Dunne Obafemi in the round of 16. We'll find out who will round that out as being the 4th man in the round of 16. here in your main event. Coming up right now here tonight, but a big one for Aleister Black, the former world champion. Very pleased with his handiwork. Big victory here tonight. But let's take a look at what's going down next week on the WWE World Cup Tournament. Massive first round matches to go, including the opening contest. SmackDown's Mustafa Ali battling Raw Sheamus. Cannot wait for that one. It's Pakistan versus Ireland. Then it's Canada versus England as former world champion Bobby Roode takes on Pete Dunne's tag team partner in Newcastle Republic, the big strong boy, Tyler Bates. Then in the next matchup, a David versus Goliath contest. Japan's Akira Tozawa takes on former NXT North American champion Big Bronson Reed from Australia. Tozawa versus Big Aussie next week in the WWE World Cup Tournament. And look at this for a huge WWE Live main event. It's in the first round of the World Cup Tournament. It's Chad Gable of SmackDown taking on Ludwig Kaiser on Monday Night Raw. America versus Germany next week. All that and so much more. But coming up next, folks, it is now time for your main event of the evening. Scotland's Joe Hendry battles Puerto Rico's Logan Paul in the first round of the WWE World Cup Tournament. Here we go. Say his name, and he appears. Because Hendry's appeared, and he's looking to get past the group stage and bring it home for Scotland tonight. Because it's no Scotland, no party. As the crowd were momentarily singing along to Joe Hendry's incredibly catchy theme tune. Hendry, a couple of weeks ago on WWE Dark, was able to pick up his first victory of the series, winning a fatal four-way against Grayson Waller, Tony D'Angelo, who you just saw there in your previous contest, and Lexis King, who he pinned to get the win in that matchup. He's had losses to the likes of Drew McIntyre, to Big Bronson Reed, to Miles Bourne, to Ilya Dragunov in a triple threat, which also included Oba Femi, who's already in the round of 16. Will Hendry join Femi, Aleister Black, and Pete Dunne? Or will Logan Paul take it all away from him? Of course, Pete Dunne a part of Monday Night Raw, Oba Femi a part of NXT, Aleister Black a part of SmackDown, all advanced thus far. Joe Hendry represents NXT, and his opponent tonight, Logan Paul, who is very much not a fan favourite to win the World Cup Tournament. Technically from America, but he's representing Puerto Rico in the World Cup Tournament. He is a part of Monday Night Raw as well, and here comes the Maverick for your main event tonight. Oh man.
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 220 pounds, Logan Paul.
This is a very interesting match, folks, to say the least, but it is very marquee at the same time. Last time we saw Logan Paul, it was at Saturday night's main event where he failed to capture the World Heavyweight Championship. And a by golly of a main event. It was incredible against World Champion LA Knight. For that matchup now in the past, Logan Paul looks towards the future, and the future is now, the future is bright, and the future is World Cup. I'm surprised Ishow Speed isn't out here singing his World Cup song with his good friend Logan Paul, but nonetheless, Paul's in the main event tonight. In the first week of the WWE World Cup Tournament, it's the first round match. He's taking on Scotland's Joe Hendry. He's representing Puerto Rico. Going down right here, right now tonight. This is the time where the entire fan base watching around the world globally is rooting for Scotland to do it. Rooting for them to get past the first round. We never do. We never even qualify. But we've qualified tonight. Joe Hendry is the man representing us. And here we go. Hendry and Paul, your main event. Bell has been run. John Cone returning as the referee for this one. He's just saying that there is a big matchup that's underway right here. Right now, your main event. First round match in the WWE World Cup Tournament. Handshake. There is Logan Paul now. He suckered him in. And Paul with a clothesline. We should have known better from Logan Paul. He ain't going to accept the handshake for someone like Joe Hendry. But there's Hendry kicking him out in the corner. And now Joe Hendry going to make him pay. Overhead. Bell with a belly throw by Hendry. And look at this. Hendry loving it tonight. Hendry looking at big kick now on. Logan Paul, more kicks, grabbing him now. And Hendry, oh, cut on Logan. Big RKO there. Maybe shades of Randy Orton. He's not in the World Cup tournament. Nonetheless, 2 count there. Says John Cone, the referee. Kick out by Logan Paul. Clothesline blocked by Paul. Paul now grabbing Joe Hendry in this main event. Pretty marquee matchup. A big match tonight between these two. Is Logan Paul going to drop him? Ali, powerbomb and a knee right in the corner. Logan Paul now out of the corner. He moonsault by the Maverick. Logan now pinning him. Hooking the legs. Shoulders down and a kick out. I will say that in the round of 16 we have a match confirmed that will be the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne of England taking on the Dutch Destroyer Aleister Black of the Netherlands. Covered there by Logan to advance and a kick out. Of course, the winner of this one will face Obafemi in the round of 16. Of the WWE World Cup tournament, but how about all the first round matches we've got going down next Friday night? Right here, the WWE World Cup tournament. This will be the pace of KO Productions every Friday for the next 8 weeks. Right now it's Joe Hendry hacking up Paul. Hendry in control, representing Scotland, and sends him into the corner. And there's a European uppercut on the Maverick. And Logan Paul in trouble. 2 minutes have passed here. Hendry, middle rope, looking to go all out, looking to go all the way, and looking to win the entire thing. Hendry, oh yeah, the cutter. Middle rope style, and look at Hendry. Getting that crown, rocking and rolling. Man, oh man. And here comes Hendry. Powerbomb! Beautiful impact there. Not beautiful if your name is Logan Paul. Covered on the last 2, getting a kick out. Says referee John Cone. John Cone, not seen him in a while. But he is back. He is back to the officiating. The last time we saw him was at WrestleMania, I believe, being a referee. Now he's back from his time off and he's refereeing this one in your main event. And the WWE World Cup tournament, Logan Paul now. Look at this. Off the rope. Splash. Logan already seen him do that splash, but out of the corner. And it's out by Paul. Off the springboard. Out the corner. Cover. Logan to advance for Puerto Rico and a kick out. There are 2 Puerto Rican competitors competing in this tournament. Logan running, jumping, moonsault from the middle rope cover. 2-0. 2 Puerto Rican athletes going to be representing their country in this tournament. Logan Paul being one of them. Damian Priest, one half. And the WWE Tag Team Champion is going to be another. His tag team partner, JD McDonough, going to be in this tournament as well, representing Ireland. And with them 2 cross paths later on, it's Logan Paul, that spinning DDT at the corner. Knocks down the referee though. Oh, wait a minute. Logan's got a kendo stick. Ref's down, he can't do anything about it. No disqualification if the ref can't see ya. Oh, come on. Logan Paul hitting Hendry time and time again with that kendo stick. Ref to his feet now, push the kendo stick down and out covering. Joe Hendry, not like that's we're going to get robbed. No, Hendry kicks out. Oh man, and we've still got the hope. It's still alive for Scotland to go all the way in the World Cup tournament. Is it coming home? 5 days. Logan Paul getting dropped that time by Joe Hendry. And we're now back on the fight here in your main event in the WWE World Cup tournament. Look at the power of Joe Hendry after getting hit with them kendo sticks time and time again. Logan Paul gets up. Hendry standing vertical delayed suplex with one hand as well. One arm was holding up Logan Paul. And now Hendry in control. Neck breaker on the Maverick. There's only one superstar representing Scotland. Joe Hendry, the only man who is representing his country in this tournament. That's why I'm rooting for him so much, because it's my country as well. Hendry rocking the blue and white, rocking the Scotland colours, repping his country in the tournament. It's Hendry, attitude adjustment shades of one of his all-time favourites, John Cena, one-arm drooped over him, kick out immediately by Paul. As 5 minutes have elapsed in this World Cup tournament first round matchup, main event. Elbow drop Paul, and we're avoiding Logan Paul, clotheslining Hendry for his troubles, and Logan going a little bit too far that time, not able to connect with whatever springboard he was looking for. Logan after the leg though, just picking up the legs, now stomping away on the midsection of Joe Hendry. Now double axe with a seated Hendry. This is dominance, and there's Logan, there's that titanium right hand. Went across the face to a kneeling Hendry. Stomp after stomp. Hendry to his feet though. And wait a minute. Joe Hendry. Back it up. Logan Paul. The freaking nature. Hendry. Cover. Off the fallaway slam. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down and a kick out at 2, says John Cone, the official. Hendry almost had it. Almost won it for Scotland. Almost advanced into the round of 60. Hendry now going to send Logan Paul up to the apron. Logan no forearm on his way back in. And now Paul, wait a minute, buckshot lariat! Turns Hendry inside out. Logan's going straight to the top though to put this one away. Paul from grace as he calls it. The frog splash up the top. The cover from John Cone. The 2 count. Come on, Joe, yes! Joe Hendry still in it. There's still hope. Oh. There's no worse superstar than for Joe Hendry to lose to in this tournament than Logan Paul. That's why everybody's rooting for him so much. Double axe handle off the middle rope by Logan Paul. And Logan Paul, middle rope, moonsault by the Maverick. Connecting on Hendry. Hendry hurting though. Maverick, Logan Paul not making the cover, but it's Joe Hendry coming back out of the clothesline on Logan Paul. Ducking that line, back, body drop by Hendry, and now Hendry gonna drop him, spine in the pine, nailed it! Big spine buster by Hendry. Oh, Hendry's gonna do it, man. Hendry's gonna do it. Picking up Paul, freak of nature. Hendry to win it for Scotland. And you're made of it to advance in the round of 16 to get past the first round. There it is, standing ovation off the freaking edge of the cover. The 2, the no, damn it, Paul kicks out. Oh, Logan's still got a chance here for Puerto Rico. Oh man, Hendry, I thought he had it. Everybody thought he had it. Now Hendry back to the well. Moves that have kept Logan down and kept him grounded earlier on. Neck breaker that time as the blood all around the mat. You see a big blood stain on Logan's knee right there as Logan Paul forearming his way through Joe Hendry and dropping him with a DDT. Oh, the Maverick now. What's he thinking? Going right back after Hendry and a big shot. Right to the midsection, just stomping right over him, going back after him and now back after the neck this time. Logan Paul went for a big shot, no overhand, countered by Hendry. Hendry runs in, and Hendry running his tail. And Joe Hendry trying to do it here in the main event. Looking for it again, went for the standing ovation, the counter by the Maverick, and Logan Paul, unlucky punch. Oh, come on, please, no. Cover, hook on the leg, shoulders down, scoring 2. Hendry gets his arm in the bottom rope. I couldn't even see it from this angle, but the ref does. John Cone's seen everything. Logan Paul is past and Paul missed the moonsault at the corner. Paul missed the moonsault. Hendry, shoulders down, schoolboy for the win for Scotland. Yes, come on, to the hole. Logan kicked out. Oh, God. I apologise, ladies and gentlemen. I should remain unbiased. But this is my home country and this is an asshole in Logan Paul. So no wonder I'm rooting for Joe Hendry. Alright now, Logan Paul dropping him that time. Fireman's carry, roll through driver onto Joe Hendry. Logan Paul, he doesn't really know what to do here. He just keeps going after the ropes and now he's looking to fly up and he completely misses. And Joe Hendry going to stop him in his tracks now. To the outside now and it's Joe Hendry. I think this is maybe what Logan Paul was trying to do and it's Hendry that's going to do it. Hendry is playing Logan Paul's game. Unhooking the turnbuckle pad. And now the outside, these two are battering one another. Logan Paul, Joe Hendry, what a fight. Oh God, Logan gonna drop Hendry, the alley-oop face buster on the floor. Oh, and Hendry, hurting, I believe, may have been busted open on the outside that time. As Logan Paul comes back into the ring. Logan may look to fly here. 10 minutes passed in this World Cup tournament main event. Oh, wait for buckshot lariat. Way out of bounds though was Joe Hendry and Logan caught him with a forearm. And then Logan Paul back into the ring. Paul went to fly again. Not able to. Oh, this time the buckshot lariat connects and turns Hendry inside out on the floor. John Cone fixing the turnbuckle pad on the outside. And now it's Logan Paul. Gonna pick up Joe Hendry. Let's send them back out of the squared circle. Here comes Paul. Springboard frog splash. Hendry out the way. Oh yeah, this Joe Hendry's still got the momentum. He's still got time to get the Duke in this one. And now he's taking apart the other turnbuckle pad. This is the longest match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Longest match of the first round. John Cone going to fix that turnbuckle pad. Big kick caught by Joe Hendry. And now it's Logan Paul. Doing some run. Oh, what a right hand. That titanium loaded fist again. And now Logan. Wait a minute. Polarizer on Hendry. No, come on, Joe. No. No. Oh, the referee back in position. I cover the hook of the leg. The shoulders down. Kick out Hendry. Yeah. Hendry's still in it. Hendry's still in it. I'm sorry to be unprofessional here, ladies and gentlemen, but this means so damn much to me. The only World Cup we will actually win is a pro wrestling one with Joe Hendry. Better chance than the football team, and I'll tell you that, but right now, Logan Paul, jawbreaker, on to Hendry, and oh god, second time, back to back, and that's it! Oh, good freaking night. Over 11 minutes of action, and it's Logan Paul advancing for Puerto Rico. God damn it, Hendry.
Here is your winner,
Well, what do you know? Scotland's been knocked out again. What a sour note to win the first edition of the WWE World Cup Tournament. We've got 7 more episodes to come over the next 7 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, so keep an eye out for that. What a matchup in your main event. What a show it's been, and what a win for the Maverick, I suppose. Logan Paul. That's all we have time for tonight. Live at the WWE World Cup Tournament. Tune in for more actions right here on KO Productions. Take it easy, folks. Peace.